Hi guys, I'm Evie. What I have for you guys today, it's another Q&A. I asked if anybody had any more questions. So, Maria Cabrera, a very beautiful subscriber of mine, this one is dedicated to you. These are your 15 questions, and then I had some other questions from somebody else that they reached to me on Instagram, reached out to me there. So this video is dedicated to you. And I also want to give out a shout out to Jane Parra. She has done a few of my flans, flancochos, and she also said she did Joy's cheesecake. So thank you so much, beautiful, for making our recipes. So let's get started with this one. What I wanted to mention is today I will have two videos up, which is this one, the questions that Maria Cabrera is asking, and then I have the cream puff swans for you guys today. So stay tuned for two videos today. So these are my questions. So let's get started. First one, what made you want to start YouTube? Let me tell you that YouTube I tried it maybe once or twice years ago. You can tell it was years ago because Gabby's little and we made a a chili video, and we did two videos of her doing makeup. She wanted to play with my makeup all the time, so I thought it was cute, so I thought I'd record her and thought nothing else of it. I just put that up and never paid attention to it anymore. Then for years, and then I do makeup here in my house for like weddings, quinceañeros and stuff like that. So I do makeup on people. I haven't done it in a while, but that's what I do. And then I said, oh, you know what? I should start doing like makeup videos. That's what my intentions were, to do that. Clearly that didn't happen that way, and I got to say I don't know how I even started doing cooking ones. But yeah, that was it. It wasn't like any intentions like to have a YouTube channel, to have subscribers, and you know, to keep uploading. That it was never a thing for me, but it just happened to be that way. So yeah, that's it. Started off with Gabby doing two makeup videos and I think chili video, and that was it. Okay, what is something that you wanted to try but are scared to? Skydiving. I would like to go, two things, from one extreme to another. Let me tell you why. Skydiving, but if I look down and I see all that, everything down there, that's gonna freak me out. That's why I don't do it. But it looks beautiful, the way they're gliding, the way it's so, I don't know, it's just graceful, the way you see them just gliding through. I like that. My daughter, the one that lives upstairs, she wants to do that so bad. I was considering giving her that as a gift, but her birthday's in November, so maybe sometime in the summer. We'll see. But if I do, I'm vlogging, and I know she don't like to see my videos, but oh well. So that's one of them. And then the other one is like deep sea diving. I am so scared of the ocean because of so many things that are there and things we don't know of, and the creatures and all that stuff. So, and I'm scared to death of a freaking shark. But my favorite sea creature is like the orca whales, the black ones with the white. Those are my favorite. I love those. So yeah, like I said, from one extreme to the other, you know, deep sea diving. Let me see what else. What quote or phrase do I live by? What goes around comes around. That is so true. Karma. I've seen it. I've lived it. So yeah. I mean, you wish bad upon people and it's just gonna come to bite you in the butt. While you're here licking your wounds, that person is, you know, going up. So yeah, what goes around comes around. I am a firm believer of that. What advice would I give to my younger me? Honestly, get the education that you need. Honestly, I believe that. I believe that if I would have kept going to school and got educated, I would have a better job. So education, very important. That's what I would advise myself. Stay on it. I did it. I left my house when I was 15 and I quit high school when I was 16. So yeah, don't even have that. So that's one of the biggest advice I would have for myself. Favorite pizza topping? I am very simple in that situation. I like the flavor of the pepperoni, but it's too greasy for me, so I'm okay with not having pepperoni. What I do like is cheese and sausage, and to top that off, I like green peppers on it. I like the crunch that it has, that it gives the pizza, also the flavor. So that's me, just a plain Jane. But if you have meat lovers, I like that with green peppers again. Who was my role model as a child? You know, I read this question when you wrote them for me, Maria, and I thought about it and I thought about it and thought about it. Until now, to this very moment, I can't think of anybody. That's sad to say. If I were to think about it now, it would be my mom. Because my mom has been a very, very hardworking woman. My mom has worked outside of the house, in the house. My mom has never, ever had a weak bone in her body. Till this day, my mom is 76, going on 77 this year coming. And she's the kind of person that you guys have, if you guys have seen my pasteles video, she's always on. She doesn't have like an off button. She's always here and there, everywhere. She's helping out with everything. And yeah, now it would be my mom. Back then, well, I'm a kid, so I don't think I looked up to anybody that way. Now that I'm an adult and I see, it's my mom. 100% my mom. Which famous person would you like to meet? Famous person that I would like to meet. That's a hard one because I really don't feel like I would be like starstruck with anybody and stuff like that. Or, you know who I would like to meet? Joyce Meyer. I would like to meet her in person, and I would like to sit down to one of her her women's conferences and stuff. That's who I would like. Occupation you want it to be as a child. When I was a child, I've always wanted to be a nurse. And let me tell you, it's not because of what they do. I know back then it wasn't because of what they did. I know back then it was because of the white uniform, the white pantyhose, shoes, and you know, that cute little hat. I know it was because of that. Because later on, when I was 13, I became a candy striper. And I basically had to dress that way, except for the red and white dress that comes with stripes. And I loved it. But that's what I wanted. And then, yeah, basically that's it. And I've even thought about becoming a dentist. So those two things. As a child, she's the famous person I want to eat. Can I knit or crochet? I can knit very little. I remember for my daughter that lives downstairs, for her baptism, I crocheted the little hats, you know, that you pin on people to give away with the dates and everything on there. I remember making those, and I remember making like little things for on top of the table, but anything else that's not flat, no. So the answer is basically no. It's just very basic chain and connecting. That was it. Nothing. And crocheting, no. Let me see. Are you named after anyone? Funny story. Not anybody, but except for my mom. Except that her name is not Yvette. But when she met my dad and he asked her name, she lied and she said she was Yvette. So he always knew her as Yvette. So basically I'm named after her fake name, kind of. That's it. That's who I'm named after. A moment in the last year or month that you would change. A moment in the last year that I would change. I don't feel like nothing drastic has. No, I don't think so. I think I wouldn't change anything, because whatever I went through, whatever helps me or is a stepping stone, you know, to better myself. So no. Oh wait, I could take that back, right? One thing I would change is I would have stayed on keto for the whole year. By now I would have hit, long time ago, I would have hit my My goal weight, that's one of the things I regret not sticking to for the whole year, would be my keto. Other than that, I feel like nothing else. Am I a morning person or a night or a night owl? Both. When the alarm rings at 5:15, 5:30, or whatever time it's set for, the first thing I do is I pop out of bed and I turn on my light because I need to wake up. Because there have been other times that I have not done that and I go back to sleep and I have knocked out into a deep sleep. When I wake up again, it's been an hour and a half later. So I've learned not to do that. As soon as that alarm rings, click that off, click on my light, and I pop right out of bed. So yes, I am a morning person. And then am I a night owl? Yes. Because usually I'm going to sleep around 2 in the morning. I basically get to 4 to 5 hours of sleep. I go to bed at 2. Because that's the time my husband leaves, so he wakes me up to lock the door anyways. And I want him to because I have extra locks. Because now it's just me and Gabby by ourselves in the house. So I get up, I do the extra locks in my door. And yeah, from 2 o'clock to 6 or 6:30, that's the amount of hours that I get. Now, in between, when I'm not doing anything during the daytime, I start watching TV, I will take an hour and a half nap. So kind of evens out. So I am a morning person, but I'm also a night owl. I cannot fall asleep, like an insomnia kind of thing. So I'm always watching videos or answering comments because I have so many comments. So I try to answer those, guys. And if I haven't answered yours, I'm getting to them or I've probably forgotten. I am so sorry. Okay. Describe yourself in a sentence. That's kind of hard. Guys, describe myself in a sentence. Always willing to help. If you need help and you ask me and I am available and I can help you with whatever you need, I am there. I am the person to ask. I am your ride or die chick. That's me. If you need help with anything and I can help you, I will. That's how I describe myself. Always willing to help. I get that from my mom because she's like that too. She's very helpful to other people, to friends, family, you know, little busybody. She's always working. Do you have tats? This is the only tattoo I have and it says Gabriela on it. I've always liked tattoos, but I've never wanted one per se, just because I see so many people making so many stupid mistakes with those. So I said I don't want to be one of those. I said if I ever got a tattoo, it has to be something that I can live with. And this is my baby's name, so that's the one I got. That's the only one I've got. But I have 3 piercings here, 3 here. I used to have a nose piercing and a tongue piercing. I'm already in my 50s. That's done. That part of my life is over. Let me see. What has been the hardest for you to face or learn? Oh my God, the hardest thing for me is to learn to accept the way people are. Not that I'm judgy, or probably I am. I'm trying not to be judgy, but I go to church and you learn certain things, certain commandments, things that are an abomination, to God and stuff. And I'm not like those really hardcore Christians. I'm not. I am a big sinner. I am a big sinner. But I am trying to change. You know what I'm saying? So when I learn different things, it's not that I become judgy, but I do. It's just hard for me to accept that a person knows this, and that, and they still live that kind of life. And it's hard for me to understand it. It's hard for me to accept it, even in my own family. I hope that answered your questions. It's just hard for me to accept the way people are. That would be my answer. Favorite perfume. I have a lot of perfumes that I like a lot. Like Angel from Victoria's Secret, the perfume Angel is so soft. It's so pretty smelling. I love it. But my favorite, I bring it out, is this one. Light Blue from Dolce & Gabbana. I love this smell. with one pump is enough. So I usually just do just one pump and then just one coat on my sweater or my jacket, whatever I'm wearing. It'll last for days. It smells so good. It's a pretty perfume. I had a little bit of this before in a small bottle, and then my son, I think I told my son it finished or something like that, and for Mother's Day he ran out and he got me another bottle. So that is my favorite. Oh, for those of you who asked about my chocolate, if I prefer the hot cocoa, whatever, yes, hot cocoa. This is the one I was talking about. I know it's a Walmart brand, but it's really good. It's a hot cocoa peppermint. This is the one I like. Love it. Okay, favorite perfume. Let me see. What kind of detergent? This is a weird one, but okay. Like, what kind of detergent do you use? I like the Tide with Downy, the April Fresh Downy. I don't like it with the Febreze or whatever other scents it has. I like the Tide with the Downy April Fresh. I love my clothes to smell that way. What size shoe do you wear? Really? I wear a size 6. And depending on the shoe, like if it's more pointed or narrow, you know what I mean? 6.5. But I don't ever go bigger than that. Do you own or rent? This is my house. I am the owner of my house. And I rent to my daughter, Cookie, downstairs. So that's that. And my last question. Would you let Gabby date? Yes. But she has to be 18. No younger than 18. We go to church, and that's the rules that they have for the youth group, because they want them to be more focused in school. They want them to be more focused in God. And I get it. Because once you start dating, there's a distraction. Oh, we're not going to go to church today because we're going to go do this. We're going to go do that. Or no time for homework because we're going on a date. And I get all that. So those are the rules that they have for the youth in our church. And those are the rules I have for her here too. I totally agree with that. Plus, you grow up and you're more mature, and you kind of know more of what you want or what you want in a person. So I think that's the age, 18. If she wants to be without a boyfriend longer than that, I'm good with that too. So yes, I want to thank you guys for hearing all my answers to these questions. Again, Maria Cabrera, thank you so much. And whoever else sent me these other questions. And a shout out to Jane Parra. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. God bless. And don't forget, we're doing swans tonight. Take care and God bless.